I'm going to say this real quick. People that, when they break up, right, everyone's like, yeah, it's terrible, yada, yada, yada. But, you know, I usually think it's a good thing when people break up because then they just weren't happy. So now they can figure out how to be happy, right?
Right.
Like sometimes, you know, obviously we want, like, as viewers and friends of them, we want to see it work out. But if they're not happy, they break up and they move on and they find out how to become happy again.
Yeah, I feel like people are so devastated over it. They're like, man, I'm giving up hope. It's like, no, just like you said, they could be happier apart.
Yeah.
Did they live in the same city? Did they both live in New York?
Well, she did move to New York. I mean, she kept her apartment, as far as I know, in Orange County as well. But she was living here, you know, with Zac when she was in town. Yeah, they were together in the same place. So the thing is I think that's such an important statement to say, Joe. We talk about toxic relationships, toxic friendships, toxic. Everybody talks about that now. And I think that the well-being is most important for your friends and your family and everybody. And so, like, I want Tayshia to be happy and I want Zac to be happy too. You know, of course, I'm a little biased because, you know, Tayshia, that's our girl, that's our clickbait girl. But I want her to be happy. And if the relationship wasn't working, you know, I haven't talked to her about the specifics or anything like that. But I think that the thing that made me sad mostly was that, of course, it's a public breakup. And having this public breakup, you know, people come at you, people say this, people say that, but what about this? You know, everybody has an opinion. And that's the sad part. And I'm sure that's the mourning part. And it's like, I'm sure she's like, probably like, I don't want to go anywhere because I don't want to talk about this. I want to go through my emotions the way that I go through my emotions,
and
right?
But tagged in every other article about it too.
Yes, but at the same time, it's a public relationship. So, you know, you also get, you kind of have to accept it because you get celebrated during your relationship. People love you and want to talk about it and ask you questions and talk about all the good things. So yeah, when you break up, you have to accept that fact. Like, that's just what it is.
Totally. But I'm sure it's just, it takes a toll. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah.
You know, you're at home crying and you're like, I gotta go get some coffee, but I don't want to leave my house because I don't want somebody to photograph me looking all goddamn crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just thinking
especially
about
as
that.
a lead too, as a lead on the show, you're like, damn, I really wanted this to be successful. And of course, it just gives into the stigma of, oh, these relationships never work.